What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Entertainment. So, Advocate Nxumalo and Advocate Mnesi, they were not happy with Brigadier Gininda over his behavior of presenting hearsay evidence. This hearsay evidence that is being presented by Brigadier Gininda is essentially statements that you were told by people who were actually told by others. That is what he is presenting in court.
Thank you, my lord, for the recognition. I'm having a problem, my lord, where the witness is referring to affidavits of witnesses whose evidence has not been tested before this court.
Is that this witness is allowed to bring through the back door hearsay evidence? And we all know what are the basis of hearsay evidence is. The state must stand up and make an application that, my lord, I am aware that this is hearsay evidence, but I'm requesting that it be provisionally accepted pending the calling of the witness whose credibility that information rests.
You are right.
But the state does not do that.
You are right.
Yes.
But this evidence is being elicited under cross-examination. That's the difference. He is being cross-examined.
Yes, my lord.
And then he answers.
Yes, my lord. But my lord, nonetheless, hearsay evidence is
You can argue
legislation.
thereafter that what he was saying is hearsay evidence, fine. But you can't accuse a witness of answering, and then you say you're not supposed to answer the way you're answering because it's hearsay evidence.
But
So here's the big problem that is happening here. Brigadier Gininda is presenting hearsay evidence, and Judge Rata actually seems to be accepting it and saying, yes, it's hearsay evidence and it's actually allowed. But the problem that is there is that the law does not allow hearsay evidence to be presented in court. For this hearsay evidence that Brigadier Gininda is presenting to be accepted in court, Gininda will have to call the witnesses who actually were telling him to come and testify in court. After that, then Gininda would be allowed to present whatever he is presenting. But as it stands according to the law, this hearsay evidence from the research that I'm doing is just not allowed. Because even though Judge Rata can say, okay, yes, it's hearsay evidence, but let Brigadier Gininda just present it as it is, and I'll just make like my own selection from it and ignore the hearsay evidence. But it does not work like that, because Judge Rata is actually a human being himself. And as a human being, that evidence is continuously being bombarded by that. It can have like an impact on the final ruling that he is going to make. And it is because of that that the evidence can actually have an impact on you. That's the reason why it should not be accepted in court at the first place. As much as Judge Rata is saying the defense should actually challenge this hearsay evidence, it's actually very difficult to challenge that evidence because those people are not there. And Gininda will simply say, that is what I was told by Absalom Zungu, that is what I was told by so and so. How can you challenge something like that? You just cannot. And because of these issues and these problems, if the defense sees that this hearsay evidence has had like a big impact on the final ruling, they can make an appeal at the higher court and present to that higher court that the final decision was actually made due to hearsay evidence that was presented by Brigadier Gininda. So this is the challenge that is currently there at the Senzo trial. Brigadier Gininda is presenting hearsay evidence, and Judge Rata is actually seeing it that yes, it's hearsay evidence, and he is allowing the hearsay evidence to be presented. So what can the defense do? The defense can actually now go to the witnesses themselves and try and verify this hearsay evidence that is being presented by Brigadier Gininda. And it's a lot of work as they are continuously going to the trial here and there, and they have to be researching the questions to cross-examine Brigadier Gininda. So at the end of the day, they're just going to accept and just move forward, though it's not a good thing. Because if you look like on some court sessions, Judge Rata actually threw out Sifiso Meyiwa's evidence of being saying that he was told that there were no intruders by Ivan Koza, and he dismissed that as hearsay evidence. But on this one, he seems to be accepting it, and so it's a very big challenge at the moment. Tell me what you think, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.